the part 3 of my analysis on Madam Negativity's attacks against my people. Let me be very clear. I will not allow any lies about the Igbos to go unchallenged. I am fully committed to protecting the truth, dignity, and legacy of Ndigbo. Let's continue from where we stopped.
What benefit are you to us? You only leech on us in this country. We from the northern Nigeria can boldly say we have gained something from the southwestern part of Nigeria and the south-south. We collectively, Dangote today is established in northern middle belt of this country in Kogi State, and it's also established in Lagos. That is mutual benefit.
First of all, Madam Negativity claims that the Igbos are of no benefit to the rest of Nigeria. She says the Northerners produce food. And what again did she say the Yorubas produce in Nigeria? She wasn't explicit on that. See, she wasn't explicit on that, and she clearly doesn't know anything. She's just romanticizing Ndioma man, trying to, buy their favor, which we don't even care. We don't care. How do they say that again? The enemy of your enemy is your friend, right? That's good. Igbos are one-man squads, just like Israel. They hate on us by the Hausa, Fulani, and Yorubas combined. Got nothing on us.
We provide food. We provide food. We are the leaders in terms of agriculture in this nation. We provide food and we take it to the west and the south. Majority of the food that's consumed in this nation comes from north. I want to ask a question. What is you people's benefit? What is it about you that if you go today, we're going to miss?
Madam Negativity said Northerners produce food. That is not entirely true. It is mostly the middle belt people, such as the thieves, the Jukuns, and other indigenous farmers from Plateau, Benue, and Bauchi who cultivate crops. The Fulani, on the other hand, are largely cattle rearers, and in many cases, their herding destroys crops, which is why we see so much farmer-herder conflict and unalivings in the north. Coming to Igbo land, I give it to our Enugu and Ebonyi brothers. They are the food basket of our Igbo. And if the agricultural potential of Enugu and Ebonyi are fully harnessed, we won't even buy anything from the north. Yeah, so we buy the agricultural produce from the north. She said the north produces food as if they dash other Nigerians the food. Una fit. The irony here is the food that comes from the north are not distributed to the southern states, just like our oil is being sold and used to power and sustain Nigeria. Like oil is drilled from our region by the Nigerian government, sold and distributed as national cake. The northern governors will, out of the oil money, give out subsidies to local farmers who grow their crops and sell to the southerners. Who then is the parasite? You see how you're exposing yourself? Lies upon lies. Ever since Nigeria got independence, the Fulanis have ruled the most, but there is nothing to show for it. We have rather seen cases of bribery, corruption, and looting of public funds. She said Dangote built his refinery in Lagos and other blah, blah, blah. Why didn't he build it in the north either? The irony here is that the crude oil that Dangote refinery uses still comes from Alibo and other parts of Niger Delta. You don't know. Madam Negativity asks what benefit Igbo land brings to Nigeria. Let's start with natural resources. Igbo land is rich in oil and gas. Imo State is currently the largest producer of gas in Nigeria. Abia and Anambra produce crude oil, while in Rivers and Delta states, the Igbo areas like Oyibo, Ndoke, Boni, Oba, Ebima, Ndoni, and Ndioma are among the highest producers. In education, the Igbos are the most educated people in Nigeria. Imo State is recognized as the most educated state in the country. Igbo people place high value on education, produces a large proportion of doctors, engineers, lawyers, and academics. Our universities, polytechnics, and schools have trained generations of professionals who contribute to Nigeria's development. Igbo research and innovation in medicine, ICT, and technology are driving progress nationally. The achievement of the Igbos in education alone could fuel an entire series of studies, so the evidence is overwhelming. In trade, commerce, and entrepreneurship, Igbos have been merchants and traders for centuries, dominating markets from Lagos to Maiduguri. Igbo businesses are present in almost every Nigerian city and even across Africa. From small traders to large industrial companies, Igbos create jobs, stimulate the economy, and innovate constantly. In industrialization, Igbo states like Anambra, Enugu, Imo, and Abia are industrial hubs, producing furniture, auto parts, electronics, and technology startups. Towns like Nnewi, Anambra State, are called the Japan of Africa for their auto parts manufacturing and industrial ingenuity. The first indigenous car company in Nigeria is Innocent Motors in Nnewi. One of our Aba-made goods that attract hundreds of thousands all over the world. Aba has the finest artisans and craftsmen in Nigeria. Shoes of all types, belts, dresses, suits, garments, gates, doors, glasses, metal fabrications, etc. Aba possesses them all. Go to Powerline and see how your brothers from Sokoto, Kano, they flood Enyimba, they flood Aba, they flood Powerline to buy shoes in their numbers. These industrial clusters produce goods for Nigeria and West Africa, fueling regional trade. In diaspora contribution, the Igbo diaspora contributes billions of naira in remittance annually, supporting families, businesses, and local economies in Nigeria. On social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Instagrams, and YouTube, people across Africa celebrate Igbo music, dances, and traditions. Many have even adopted Igbo names. In pageantry, Igbo queens and kings rule supreme. The likes of Bianca Ojukwu, Chidinma Onwe, the current runner-up of Miss Universe, one of Samuel Chinemere Mwajago, has shattered all records by becoming the first black person to win Miss World International. One of Bethel Mbamara, that won Mr. African International recently. Igbos have produced the highest and most successful beauty queens and kings, with their all-rounds. Obron Toko. Writers like Chino Achebe, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Chigozie Obioma, Nnedi Okorafor, and a host of others demonstrate the global influence of Igbo storytelling and literature. In leadership and social contributions, many Nigerian national heroes, politicians, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders are Igbo. Despite historical challenges, the Igbos have integrated across Nigeria, trading, working, and coexisting peacefully in every region. They are known for resilience, innovation, and determination, often reviving communities economically and socially. In essence, the Igbos are pillars of Nigeria's economy, culture, technology, education, and human capital. Without their entrepreneurship, innovation, trade networks, skilled professionals, and cultural influence, Nigeria would not be the vibrant, dynamic nation it is today. If you want to learn content like this, send me a message. It is 25,000. I also have a class where I teach Igbo. It is $5 per section. Send me a message now and don't miss it. Thanks.